Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this look. Mainly I'm just going to be showing you the eye portion, since in other videos I've definitely done my foundation routine, all the powders and etc. So yeah, if you want to know how I did this look, then just keep watching and let's get started. As you can see, I already did my brows and the base of my face, and I've already primed my eyes using the Catrice concealer, and I've already powdered it with some Coty Airspun powder. But I'm going to be taking my Colourpop Yes Please palette. I don't know why Yes Please is here and then QAF is here, because I always want to call it the QAF palette, but it's the Yes Please palette. And this one has like all your warm tones, and it's a good fall palette. It's just a good everyday type of palette. My Coastal Scents brush, and this is like a very old brush. Hold on. Okay, this brush right here, the Coastal Scents one, is called BR-250, and I have two because I really love them. And this one's good for my eye shape. I don't know, that's just me. A lot of other brushes I find are not, it's either too big for my eye space or it's just not as like fluffy. I guess that's how I would describe it. Yeah, anyways, I'm gonna be dipping into, I'm gonna go in with this like orangey peachy color. This is called Big Cocktails, this one right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dunk my brush into there. Dunk my brush, tap off excess, and then kind of just buff it onto my outer corner and into my crease. The way that I find my crease is that I look down first and then I bring it up, and then when I open my eyes, you could see like this line. That's what I consider my crease as. So this is just a really like pale peachy orangey kind of color to just put in as a transition. Like, you don't really see it as much, but it's just a nice base transition kind of color for me. Next I'm gonna go into this brown shade, focus, right here. It's called Chauffeur. And on the same brush, I'm going to be dipping that, tapping off excess, and looking down kind of to see more of my lid. But I'm going to apply that to the outer corner, a little bit lower than the like orangey shade that we laid down. Just a little. And these shadows are quite soft, so when you dip in, even very lightly, you get a lot of pigment. So yeah. And I also, if you haven't noticed in a lot of my videos, I tend to do my eyes first and then the rest of my face, just because I'm scared of fallout. But if you, okay, for me, if I tap off the excess pretty decently and just go back and forth very gently by patting and then blending, then usually I don't get fallout, but that's me. And now, with no other product on it, I'm just going to blend the two together. Next, on this more detailed brush, this is the Morphe M149. This is like a really tiny little pencil detail brush. And that's good for my eyes, especially for getting into the crease for like a more defined crease or outer corner. And so I'm going to be dipping into this reddish tan brown color called Louis, and a little bit of Butter Cake, which is like this nice deep brick red kind of shade. And I'm just going to mix the two. And then I'm going to go into the blending brush that we've been using but with no product. Just go over the edge of that red and like terracotta-y color. And because it looks a little bit more like the orangey red type of feel, 1, cute for fall, 2, it's kind of dipping again your toe into some colorful, neutral fall makeup. Not really, but still. Like, you can play around with this and have fun. Also, if I sound super... If I'm taking a lot of pauses and I don't really know what I'm saying, it's because I don't really know what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain it. In my head, it sounds like I'm explaining it really well, but then when I speak it, it's just like blah, 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 blah. You know, like the Snoopy parents where all you hear is wah, 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 wah. That's me. I'm a Snoopy parent. After that, what am I doing? I'm going to take the same little detailed brush and I'm going to be taking the shade Mischief, which is this dark brown shade. Oh my god, I have a lot of nail marks in here. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to take the shade Mischief on the same detailed brush and I'm only going to focus it on the outer corner to really give my eye some depth. Depth. Yes, that word. To blend out like this dark edge, I'm going to take, okay, this brush has no numbers. This brand is called Anjou. And I really, really love these brushes. They're super soft, super nice. It comes in like this belted, not belt, but it comes in like this big set. And the brushes that are missing, they're sitting in my brush container. But yeah, like they're super nice, good quality stuff. I believe my dad got this for me for Christmas last year. And he got it off Amazon, but the brand is called Anjou. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I love, their brushes are really good, and they got a good variety too. Anyways, going back into the makeup, I'm going back into that M149 brush with no extra product and kind of just darkening it a little bit more. Going back and forth to blend it out. I'm dipping this Anjou brush into Chauffeur again, which is the lighter brown shade that we used first to help blend it out. A question from me to you. Do any of you guys have that like one really good eye that will blend perfectly, do everything you want it to do, and then the other eye is like, I'm going to be a little bit more stubborn and just make your life a little bit harder? So, I don't know if you guys have that one type of eye. Tell me, because I'm curious. Maybe it's just me? I don't know. I always have an easier time blending out shadows on this eye, but when it comes to this eye, for some reason, it's just really complicated. It makes it really difficult. Now that that's done, usually I would put concealer like right here to cut the crease, but because it's pretty empty, I'm just gonna take this like flat shader brush. This is the M2110 brush. It's like this nice flat packer brush. I don't know, I like it. And I'm going to take this matte light shade. Wow, I don't know what color to describe it. But I'm going to take that, it's the shade Bling, and what I'm going to do is just take my packer brush and really pack it on and lightly tap it off so you have it like pretty coated. Like this versus this. Like, yeah, you want it pretty coated. I'm just going to pack it on where we didn't really, like in this empty area, I'm just going to pack that shadow on. And I'm not swiping it again. I'm packing it just to make the color show up better on my skin because it is quite light, but almost my kind of skin tone situation. And then I'm just going to lightly pack it on the edge. And then take that Anjou brush, this like detailed-ish brush, and I'm going to be dipping into Louis Buttercake and Chauffeur. And then I'm going to dip a little bit into that dark color Mischief, and then going back and forth to blend the two transitions out. Okay, we did that. Now, moving on to liner, which I'm not really going to talk about because until the other part that I'm going to do with the liner. But I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. gel liner. This is in the shade Coffee. It's a very nice, creamy, dark brown gel liner, actually. And for me, it's really smudge proof. I think, in my opinion, for me, it's really smudge proof. Like, I could put it on the back of my hand when I was doing it on a friend, lining their eyes, and then when I was washing my hands, it just didn't scrub off, and I had to really, like, scrub it out. So, I think it's a good gel liner. But what I'm going to do is on my Cosmia, like, really, this is my favorite eyeliner brush. I don't use any other brush for liner but this brush. And this I got in like one of those tiny little makeup brush kits from my aunt. I want this. I need a million of these in my life because it's so small and I'm always scared it's gonna like fray, but I've washed this brush so many times and it hasn't frayed. It's still pretty good and thin and perfect and etc. Anyways, I'm talking a lot about brushes today. I'm sorry. But maybe some of you guys like hearing about brush recommendations. I don't know. This is a Cosmia brush. I don't know where you can get it. I just got it in a small kit and it's my favorite eyeliner brush. But basically what I'm going to do is just do a winged eyeliner, and I will talk more about what I will do with that winged eyeliner in a second. Next, I'm going to be going into my Morphe E43 brush, which is like this super, super stiff brush. Looks like that. It's super good for lower lash lines if you really want to get close to the lash line situation. I'm going to be taking the Yes Please palette. I'm going to be taking the shade Full Zip, which is like a maroon shimmer shade kind of situation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that onto my brush. Excuse me. Once it's coated, tap off just excess. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray it with some, I'm using the Mario Badescu Rosewater Spray, or you can use setting spray of any sorts. But I'm going to just take that and spray it. So for me, if I spritz a shimmer shade, it comes out more pigmented. And I'm just going to stamp that right on top of the liner we just laid down. And it's going to be the entire liner. So wherever you see brown liner or black liner, if you're more confident in black, yeah, you're just going to pack that right on top. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a little shimmer. This is kind of like a fun way to do your liner, to give yourself some shimmer or something if you want to be more adventurous when it comes to liner. It's subtle, yet not. Okay, now we're getting toward the actual wing. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start drawing it kind of with the brush. Does that make sense? Like, instead of just actually tapping it on, I'm going to start drawing it, like dragging it, to kind of give me that more sharp line. And you want to coat as much of the eyeliner as you possibly can with this shade. And then if you go outside the edges, you could just take your concealer brush, wipe it away. Take that eyeliner brush that we've been using, dip it into the shimmer shade. Go over any spots you see any brown eyeliner and just fill that all in. And because I want to deepen up that outer corner still with some brown, I'm going to dip into Mischief, and I'm going to dip into Louis right here. Those two colors, I'm going to dip it, and I'm just going to concentrate it right where you see like the darkest area is, into the crease, and then take Coastal Scents brush, blend it out. So it kind of creates a cut crease liner deal. So yeah, this is what it should look like. I don't know if you could see the difference, but the liner kind of gives it a nice coppery pop. So what I'm going to do is just do that to the other eye. Okay. The eyes, well, the upper part of the eye is done. For the lower lash line, what I'm really just going to do is I'm going to be taking the Morphe M149 brush, this tiny little brush that we've been using for the outer corner, and just use it for my bottom lash line. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of Chauffeur, which was this color right here. I'm going to take Chauffeur. I'm also going to be taking Louis and Buttercake and a little bit of Mischief down the lower lash line. There's really no specific way of doing it. So I'm just taking, I already forgot the name, but we're going to be taking the lighter brown color, smoking it on the bottom lash line. Chauffeur, wow. Taking Chauffeur on a ride. Okay, sorry. That was a stupid pun. That was a stupid joke. I'm sorry I ever said that. Next, I'm going to be taking Buttercake and Louis and dipping those two together, concentrating it more on the outer half of my eye. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Mischief on that same brush and only put it on the outer third. To really blend it out a little bit more, I'm taking the Coastal Scents brush and I'm going to dip into the shade Big Cocktails again. And I'm just tapping off a lot of excess, and then I'm just going to run that along the edge of the lower lash line to kind of blend it out. So I'm going to go apply my lashes and mascara off camera, and the look is complete. So for my inner corner, I don't know if you could see it in this light, but I applied this yellow, it's called French Kiss, and I just applied that onto the inner corners using the Anastasia brush that came in like the Modern Renaissance palette. And I just took the eyeshadow end and just packed that onto the inner corner. And then for, yes, you can see it. For my lips, I applied Milani's lipstick in the shade Matte Beauty. It's a really nice, warm nude kind of shade. I like it a lot. And to set my face, I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Makeup Setting Spray. It's the oil control one, so I'm just going to and we're done. We are done. I was like, at first I was going to say, hey, let me go change and etc. But one, I'm in a very comfy sweater and I'm very warm and I don't want to go change into something different because I'm going to go to the gym later. Yeah, full glam, going to the gym. Anyways, but what I'm going to do is take out the pins. Yes, they are different colors. Take down the other pin. And as you can see, my hair is very puffy. And because I pinned back my hair using one of these little Velcro things for my hair, since, you know, the bangs, they aren't going to be falling. So what I'm going to do, grab a beanie. Now I'm done. Like, I can go out. I'll just never take off the beanie. Exactly. Done. Hair done everything done. Do I look cool? Do I look cute yet? How do I look? Yes, 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 yes. And that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Sorry my videos have not been consistent. Hopefully this week will be better, but most likely not because construction's always going to be happening this entire week. Yeah. Okay. Bye. That was such an awkward, like, bye, because I don't want to smile because you know you're gonna see lipstick on my teeth. There's no doubt about it. You don't need to see that. Bye.